Hi guys, so sometimes it's important to use our platforms to advocate for something really important. Important because our country is not in a very good shape at the moment, given the security situation. We've seen the Kwara attacks, we've seen the abduction in Kebbi, over 25 girls adopted from a school there. And there's even much more kidnapping and killings lately. And I thought that using this platform would also give us the opportunity to gain visibility for what is hopefully about to happen, to also put some pressure on the government to do something quickly too. And even if it means collaborating with the government of the United States to get us some help, I don't mind really. I mean, the most important thing is just stopping the killings. The killings is just one too many. I don't know, has there been any year throughout the last 10 years? This is 2025. I'm talking about the last 10 years since 2015. Has there been any time that we have had some break when it comes to killings? It has just been continuous, and I just think it's about time. Now that the U.S. is beaming its searchlight on Nigeria, it's just about time for us to do something about it, lend our voices. I would need every one of you who would come across this video to lend your voices, drop a comment and say, well, you support the stoppage of the killings, however it may sound, whether the government of Nigeria is asking for help or needs help, however it is, you are supporting the stoppage of killings of Christians and Nigerians around the country, Nigeria. Okay, you are supporting it. Drop an emoji, or just write something and say Nigeria bleeds and it just needs some security. I don't know, just say something that you could say that could reach out. There are some celebrities that I have highlighted. They have spoken about the attack on the CAC church in Kwara State. Many Nigerian celebrities have reacted to the attack on CAC church in Eruku, Kwara State, expressing shock and sadness. Many called for urgent government action to protect worshippers and prayed for justice for the victims. The incident has reignited conversations about the need for stronger security and protection for communities across the country. So let's begin with Falz the Bad Guy. Falz the Bad Guy says, how many more people have to be kidnapped and murdered in cold blood? How many more lives do you want to waste? How many more futures do you wish to erase with your incompetence and inaction? President Tinubu, you have consistently shown your unwillingness to protect the lives and properties of our people despite pretending to care in the past. Resign now, he says. That's one of the boldest that we've seen so far. Ebuka Uchendu, the host of BBNaija, says, what a terrible week we've had as a country. And it's only Wednesday. Worse is there's no reprieve in sight. There you go. Let me show you one for earlier. Okay, that's him. That's the tweet there. And the next is Yemi Alade. People are being kidnapped every day in Nigeria. Is it only the citizens that are feeling the pressure? Our leaders do better. Please protect us all. Everyone that's online, please don't get tired of speaking out. Our leaders need to be held accountable. Please, we need to be safe in our own country. Our leaders won't wake up until Nigeria happens to them. May God continue to protect us all. These is actually comments from Yemi Alade. 3 different comments as regards the insecurity situation in the country. And the one and only Funke Akindele is out also smoking hot. Woke up to see a live stream video of people being attacked inside a church in Kwara. This is sad and disturbing. I wept seeing that old woman who couldn't walk running for safety. Yes, if you caught that video, Jesus Christ, that video was just so unbelievable. I did a little something on my other channel, okay, on my other channel. I couldn't have posted that here because I'm sure that most of you, the algorithm would not push it to you because the algorithm would be confused about, you know, the but I did an analysis regarding that. In fact, it was even a breaking news when False tweeted that earlier about resignation of the president, and everyone was actually thumbing him up and saying that that's the best thing a celebrity could and should do at this point in time. And I'm just wondering, really, what is Davido, what is Wizkid, what is Tiwa Savage, what is our star, what is even our housemates, BBNaija housemates, what are they even doing regarding this development? They can't be quiet. I mean, we've seen Nicki Minaj, one of the world stars, coming out to speak on Nigeria's issues. And we have our own Afrobeat stars, Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido, Aristar, Thames, Tiwa Savage, P Square. They are quiet, saying nothing. That is unbelievable. That's stunning. I'm really pissed by this, and I really don't care who you stand, who you support, and all that. No, look, if you are not coming to speak about issues in Nigeria as it affects the common man, don't ask them to buy your album. Don't ask them to stream your songs. Don't do that. I mean, if you cannot talk about what is concerning them, what is affecting them, what is, you know, giving them sleepless nights about protection, their livelihood and everything, if you cannot speak about using your platform, even just one line of tweet, if you cannot do that, then you have no right to come and tell us about an album you have released or you're about to release. Don't be stupid. Sorry to say, I just have to say it that way. You shouldn't be doing that. You are in a country where there's largely insecurity. Christians are being killed, and you have a platform that has, you know, social attention across the world, and you are using it to tweet about nonsense. Tomorrow you are streaming a song. You want to same Nigerians who are being killed and maimed, who are sleeping with their one eyes closed, to stream your songs because you are God. So Funke Akindele also says in another tweet that they are harmless citizens. For God's sakes, I'm so weak. Che. And this one is from Uzo Dark Horse Arukwe. In this same month, we have doctors on strike because their needs are yet to be met. We also have ASU on strike. President Tinubu, is this your definition of good governance? Did you mean from worse to worse when you promised us change? Where are you tone deaf to the sufferings of the same people that elected you into office? We say pray for Nigeria, but we can't pray our way out of systemic and institutional failures that can only be fixed by good governance. Really, see, I never knew this guy has sense. Frankly speaking, he came off to me like somebody who is this Igbotic businessman who is all about law. You know how movies can be crazy. They just, you know, initiate you into thinking people are like that. Well, what I said the first time about, I don't know, this guy has sense, is just like a passing. It's not like I meant it. But, you know, with his latest movies, you would think that this guy doesn't want to think about the government. But I mean, this is real him tweeted, and largely asking that the government does something, and something quickly. It's just crazy. Thank you, Uzo Arukwe, all right? Thank you. Here's Kate Henshaw. There's nothing wrong with the Nigerian land. We are blessed with immense natural resources. There is everything wrong with those saddled with the responsibility of leading and making our lives and property safe. Our children are an endangered species. Can somebody say it over and over again? And here is Nas Boy's comment. It says, we're not safe. We're not safe. It's moving. Now it's Kwara. We don't know who or what state will be next. No catch crews or no catch crews will speak up. The government doesn't have its people at heart. Pastor, speak up, say something, do something. Christians are not different from Christians. While you have members attend your churches on Sundays and every other day, they are killing other Christians. What kind of nation is this? You know, a lot of things have happened in this country that would, if it happened somewhere, let's say in Europe or even in other African countries, you will practically shut down the country. But we've seen 200 people die in a day, 150, 90, and everybody moves on with their lives. We just report the news and it goes on. It's madness, guys. It's madness, and it must stop. Here is what Enyolua says. I mean, this is Enyolua. This is the guy. I mean, the failed boyfriend to the Guinness World Book of Record holder. This is not what I'm here for. I can't get the image of that old woman running for her life out of my head. Everyone too terrified to help because they are trying to save themselves too. Even though she knows death is near, nobody wants to go out in such a tragic, senseless way. It was a horrible sight. And the worst part is that it's happening right beside you and I. You know, Faith said something that made him turn out to become a doctor. He said one of the reasons why he became a doctor was an experience that he had while he was 16. That he had an accident, and that accident changed his life forever. He said somebody was bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding, and he felt so crazily helpless because he didn't know what to do. And he said to himself, you know what? Whatever it takes, I'm going to study medicine so that I will never feel useless in that place. And that's exactly what this is about. It feels like everyone is useless. It feels like you can't do anything. You know, the movies that we've watched, you know, I'm beginning to think to myself, is it possible to just draft some of these guys who act in movies, you know, detectives movies that we see everywhere in Nigeria, around the world, that they finally get to the boss, the person who is masterminding all of these things, that is a government official? Because I really don't think that this terrorism thing doesn't have sponsors, if not from Nigeria, but from outside the country. Link it to them and get the person to halt whatever it is that they're doing. I mean, you see these guys, ragtag terrorists, wielding AK-47. Look at the way they were shooting guns in the church. It didn't feel surreal. It feels so terrible. The cute Abiola says, what happened in Kwara State is heartbreaking. Seeing that elderly woman running for her life inside the church, a place where she should be feeling safe, but instead she is struggling to escape death. That clip alone says everything about how unsafe we have become as a nation. Lawyer Kule, of course, he continued by saying, to the federal government of Nigeria and Kwara State government, please, we don't want another press statement. Don't tell us you are on top of the situation. Don't release promises that die after 1 week. We need action. We need results. We need protection. And for this one, from Femi Adebayo, seeing a live stream of people being attacked inside the church in Kwara, that elderly woman struggling to find safety, it tells you everything about where we are right now as a nation. These are human lives, families, futures, dreams, real people. These are human lives, families, futures, dreams, real people. We need to step up our security measures and strategies. This can't continue anywhere within our country. Nigeria must be better than this. Guys, please, whatever you do, can we take this view all the way up? Let's lend our voice to something in our country. I mean, if our country goes in flames today, we wouldn't have any reason to be proud about anything. I think it's about time for us to do something about it. And celebrities have spoken, some of them, and I'm also calling on other celebrities to speak, to say something. If there's anyone I have missed out, you can also drop them. If there are housemates, past, present, that have spoken about it, also let me know. Drop it in the comments. This is another way of pushing our country, you know, high up there. However you can, wherever you are, whatever you do, try as much as you can. Whether it's your WhatsApp status or your personal status or your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, just do something, post something about this. It's our lives that we're talking about, and it's about time to take responsibility for the things that happen around us, even if it is just one post per day. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers.